Is anybody in here?
I don't know. It doesn't matter because I'm all screwed up. Shh.
Already?
Started out that way, girl. I'm over here like, oh my gosh, what do I do?
I better open YouTube on my phone to make sure.
I do have the YouTube open. I do. So welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We're having another laugh along here.
Yep.
You got it?
Yep. Oops. Yep. It says we've got 4 people in here.
Very cool. Well, if you're here, please make sure you say hello because we would like to say hello back. And that's the whole point of being here. It's just hanging out and having fun together. So we can't have fun all by ourselves. I mean, we could. We could. The 2 of us could. And we can do that. But, if you're here, we'd like you to join in and have fun too. So, we got Flutters here. I can still put comments up on the screen. So, hey, girl.
Hey, Rochelle. What's up?
See, I say Flutter now for you guys, but yes, Rochelle. She's our girl in North Carolina. Please don't forget about North Carolina, guys.
Definitely.
I know it's easy to get sidetracked with our own lives and forget about the struggles of others, but I will tell you, please don't forget. Please don't forget.
Never forget.
Ms. Idaho, welcome in.
Ms. Idaho.
I hope you came to laugh, because chances are you will.
We hope.
We hope you laugh.
It's called the laugh along.
It is the laugh along, so hopefully you do laugh along. Well, tell you what, I'm going to ask you something. For those of you that are in the chat, you guys can respond as well. And so I'm going to ask Cool Ranch because I know Cool Ranch is here. Rochelle, Ms. Idaho, anybody else, you can pipe in if you would like.
Okay.
You need some laughter? Well, hopefully you came to the right place. Okay, so these are called word teasers and funny sayings. Word teasers and funny sayings.
Okay.
So you get to answer this question. Is there any subject in the school that you feel is a... Hey. Well, I don't care. You don't need to be so loud. So is there any subject in school that you feel is a hard nut to crack? Which one and why?
Algebra.
Algebra.
I still don't know how to do it. I flunked algebra in several times or in college. First of all, I knew that I was not going to be successful at algebra after a few days. So I went to my high school. This was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I went to my high school counselor and I said, how in the heck do I get out of algebra? She said, you have to have a math credit. So take accounting. I'm like, okay, good. I can do accounting. That makes sense. Debits and credits and,
Mm-hmm.
So I got that. So I got my math credits and graduated with, I was almost in the baccalaureate. So you have what's the top one anyway? You have the valedictorian and then the baccalaureate, right? So I was just about in that category with my GPA.
Mm-hmm.
But when I signed up to go to college, I had to have algebra in order to get my business degree. And I said, that's bullpucky. I don't want to learn algebra. So I took it one semester, failed that. Took it again the next semester, failed that. And then I just said, forget it. This is costing me too much money. I just quit college.
There was no one for you to cheat off of?
No. And even my brother tried to tutor me, and we just got in huge arguments. And he's like, I don't understand why you don't understand. And I'm like, Kirk, you should not be tutoring people.
Right.
So yeah, that was it. I just still don't know anything about algebra.
Wow. Ms. Idaho says science. I couldn't remember all the bones and muscular or formulas.
Oh, see now biology, man. Chemistry and biology, I sailed through those courses.
Nice.
In fact, I was the teacher's assistant in my biology class.
Very nice.
It was
Crafty Jen.
I got to grade papers.
Right? You
Yep.
actually learn when you're doing that, though. You're going to retain a lot of, because you know what? You're repeating the answer in your head as you're correcting each paper.
Yep.
And so it's like the real answer stays right here. You're like, oh, no, it's not that. Check mark.
I know.
Did you have a
So,
red pencil?
but I did get through. I did get through freshman algebra
Okay.
by cheating on Alex Lawless. But he and I were good friends, and so
That made cheating all the better.
he would always move his hand out of the way so I could cheat off of his paper. I have a feeling the teacher knew because I was very friendly. Teachers loved me,
Right.
and he never busted me for cheating, in which it had to be obvious, right?
You know, Rev calls you the teacher's pet. So
I
he
know.
already picked up on that.
See, there's two teachers that I had in my senior year that, well, three. My Spanish teacher, my accounting teacher, and my business acumen, whatever you want to call it, that I still stay in contact with. They actually come to our class reunion because they loved the class of '88 so much.
Okay.
And so I got to see Mrs. Pelzer, my Spanish teacher, this last time that they had a reunion.
That's really cool.
It is. Yeah,
That's
they're
cool.
awesome. They're awesome people. And they still live here. They still teach at the high school.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
friends. Well,
Aw.
now Mrs. Pelzer is retired.
Well,
But
Crafty Jen is here, so hey, Crafty Jen.
hi, Crafty Jen.
And Miss Joanne is here. Hey, Miss
Hi.
Joanne. And I might seem a little bit glitchy. I'm not sure. I know on my end I look a little stuttery, but I'm not sure what that is just yet.
I
But
don't
Crafty says her and her mom both have associates in accounting degrees. Nice.
Awesome.
Very nice. So I will say, real quick, I want to say I did pass algebra with a passing grade to get the credits and move on to geometry.
Uh-huh.
But I hated geometry. I don't do the theories and all that stuff. So, and I copied off someone else who had no good grade. And so I got a failure.
You're supposed to cheat off the good.
How do I know if they're good or not? I'm the new kid in the school.
Chit chat.
Well, as a new kid in the school, I was copying off a boy because his was the closest paper I could see. And at least it looked like I wrote down something. And who knows? I could have been writing down the code to something because I don't think he knew what he was writing down either. But at least his imagination worked. I couldn't even draw an angle and arrows and just, anyways. Geometry, boo. Okay.
Yeah, that's you.
Here is what a hard nut to crack means. It means a difficult problem or individual. The origin is years ago you couldn't buy walnuts that weren't already cracked and out of their shells.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone cracked their own walnuts by hand. But sometimes there would be a walnut that was simply a hard nut to crack open.
Oh.
So there you go.
Interesting.
So, question and your meaning to the phrase. So the phrase was hard nut to crack.
And what's that? Is it a game?
Yeah, it's something that you would play like a conversational game.
Oh, I love that.
So I figured go give this one a whirl. I didn't write it. We don't have to Google it.
I know. Right?
It's your own experience. It can't be a wrong answer.
Yep.
Hi, Miss Kathy. Right. Yes, Miss Kathy's here.
I didn't see Kathy.
She's here as well.
Joanne.
So just so you guys know, I switched to another streaming platform. You guys are like, again? Yes, I love to move, apparently. Anyway, so yes, I packed everything up, I guess.
You got to move it.
Yes, I got a lot of, you see the little ticker running down there. You see the little, my tip jar, my coffee, buy me a coffee link. That's up top. I can plant all of these different things on the screen now.
Mm-hmm.
Have some of them worked out in the morning time. I can put the Bible verse right on the screen. So wherever we're at in like a particular, like just for our devotion, it won't stream the whole chapter. But the ones that are like, say like the one that's here, the verse, I can actually put that verse on the screen. So that's pretty cool.
That
Anyway,
is really neat.
yes, when I saw that, I was just messing around with it a little bit. When I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm signed on. That was the selling ticket for me, was putting the Bible verse on there. And so I kicked Restream to the curb,
Sold.
kicked YouTube to the curb. Not YouTube yet, part of YouTube. But I kicked I kicked StreamYard to the curb and Restream to the curb.
So Crafty Jen said, did you just and
End up not liking it?
yeah.
Okay. I didn't care for the glitches. You know how we were having problems with I'm live, but I'm not in the live that it's supposed to be on YouTube?
Uh-huh.
I mentioned that to them and they said they knew about it, but okay, there's no solution for it. Okay, that's a problem for me because I don't just put my live thumbnail up 15 minutes before I go live. I have it up for the entire month. And
Yeah.
so if they're not accurate, I'm all screwed up. And it looks like I'm the dope. And I'm not. Just kidding.
Well, sometimes.
I was waiting for you to jump in. We got Rev is here. Hey, brother. Chippy's acting up. Chippy's acting up.
Chippy's acting up. No, not yet.
Okay, here's your
I'm
next one.
Just getting warmed up.
I know. Let's do one more, and then we will give the opportunity. We're going to let you guys ask us questions.
Okay.
And so think of your questions. And
Okay.
as soon as we're done doing this little word tease, we'll get to your questions. Okay, here we go. Here's your question. And there is a funny saying in the question. If you had a secret that wild horses couldn't drag out of you,
Mm-hmm.
would you tell it to your best friend? So the saying is wild horses couldn't drag out of you. Okay? If you had a secret that wild horses couldn't drag out of you, would you tell it to your best friend?
Yeah.
She's like, yep. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something.
Trust my
You
best
tell her
friend.
anything. If you tell her anything, better be careful who her best friend is because she's going to go tell them.
No. Oh, you mean about another person? I thought you meant like me, like this was my little secret.
No, listen to the question. Oh, well, I guess you could take it that way. Yes, you could take it that way.
Duh.
A secret's a secret. It's not necessarily where it came from.
I'm not going to divulge somebody else's secret to my best friend.
Okay, but you'll share your own secret.
I'll share my own secrets
with your best friend. That means you're confident in your best friend. Have your best interests at heart. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. If you use a blabbermouth.
But I'm not a blabbermouth. Nope.
I'll be like, well, I know how to deal with the blabbermouth. I'm going to tell you everything.
That's like, somebody murdered somebody or whatever. I'm
like,
telling
on you. I'm telling on you. Miss Idaho says, depends on what it is.
Yes. That's right.
Nanas, yes, laugh out loud. I would.
I would.
Joanne would. And yes, I can't keep a secret. Oh, I ain't talking to you either then. I am not talking to you. You'd understood it the way I understood it. Flutter. Rochelle. I'm going to call you Rochelle. Okay, it's hard for me to call you Flutter. It really takes a lot out of me to think before I say something to you.
Flutter.
Yeah, it just
can't say flutter.
It's like butterfly. Flutterby is like butterfly.
Yeah.
And welcome in, Tia. Welcome in. Okay. So, you said you would tell your friend. And I'm trying to think. If it was about myself, I'm on your boat. Yes, I would tell somebody my own stuff if I was secure enough. If that friend was truly a best friend. A good friend. Let's say a good friend. Okay. Here's your meaning of the saying. Nothing could force you to tell or do something. Origin. In medieval times, prisoners were tortured by having two horses pull the prisoner in different directions in order to get the truth or a confession.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's where they got it. Wild horses couldn't drag it out of me. Nah, you could just make me look at the horse. I'll be like, yep, I'll tell you.
It's kind of harsh.
That's a little much. I don't
want to go there.
I'm not going to get ripped apart for that. I don't think. Call me why you want. Just don't call me like, call me what you want. Okay, gotcha. We won't call you late for dinner. You live too far for me to call you for dinner. You'll never get here. It'll be cold. It'll be like a week old by the time you get here.
I agree.
There's just some things that aren't easy to talk to guys about. Okay, I get that. Yep. That's why us women like to have a friend, a confidant. Well, good evening, Mr. Arthur Leslie. Good evening. It's good to see you. See, I ain't getting dragged by no horse. I'll tell you.
I haven't seen Arthur in a long time.
Yeah, our last laugh along he was here.
Oh, was he?
Yep.
I don't know why.
Either our last one or our first one, but I do remember seeing him.
Okay.
Okay, so do you guys have a question that you would like to ask? Don't go all risque, okay? You guys have parameters with questions. Things that are like serious or interesting, or maybe our opinion on something, or ask a question. Ask away. You guys didn't think of a question on that last one? Okay, let's see. I got another question for you. Biggest regret. Ooh. I don't know my biggest one. I got lots of them.
I know.
I think my biggest regret is I wish, but see, my timing would not be right. So my biggest regret is that I didn't know of the Lord, but I had no control over that, really.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know of the Lord sooner in my life. That would be my biggest regret, because that would have saved a lot of bad choices.
Yeah.
But God's timing is perfect. So if I would want to change that, well, you know what I mean? My life would not be what it is now.
Right. I think my biggest, actually, now it popped into my brain, like as I'm sitting here, and with all of the pain that I have, my biggest regret is not researching who was cutting me open and who was giving me the drugs that ended up
doing all the damage.
Yeah.
So just so you know, that's why when we do prayer for people that are getting surgery, I always want to pray for the accurate hands, and you know what I mean? That the Lord is over the doctors, because that's crazy stuff.
First of all, he did the lumpectomy. He didn't get all the cancer out, so he had to do it again, cut me open again, and take more tissue around the tumor. And then when he stitched me up, it's all like a jagged mess. I'd have to have plastic surgery to fix it, to fix his mistakes, which I won't do. I'm not going to do. But, and then of course, the waiver that I signed for the one chemo drug that Dr. Lee gave me, I didn't research it. I didn't do my homework, and I allowed him. I signed off thinking that he knew what he was doing.
Right.
And he gave me a drug that hadn't been used in many years on breast cancer patients because it paralyzes your nervous system. So, yeah, those are my biggest regrets.
Gotcha.
And of course, they happened almost simultaneously. And then when I did finding good doctors, they're the ones that told me about the treatment. And you could see their faces whenever they looked at my chart. When I got the good doctors, you could see it on their face, like,
yeah, like, am I reading this right?
Yeah, did they really give you that? I'm like, yeah. What? I didn't know.
Yeah, well, because this is the thing, and this is where we've gotten in a lot of trouble over the years, and this is one of the consequences of us not being critical thinkers,
Yep.
we assume that
And
I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to go see a doctor, and I'm trusting that he did all the things that he needed to do honorably
yep.
to learn and to practice, right? We assume this because they have an office building and we give them our insurance, and we assume they're the professional.
Yeah.
I didn't go to school. I don't know. So by doing that, we don't think to check them.
Yeah.
We don't think to look up this stuff. We don't think to get a second opinion.
I
We
did.
just go with the we just do that. We've been kind of conditioned to do that.
Yeah.
And so that's what makes it hard. As that's why you got to look it up. I will tell you, I wanted to put this out there, okay? Because we know that we're praying for a lot of people that are they're battling the cancer right now.
Yeah.
My friend, I had lunch with her today, and I was telling her today that she had a feeding tube put in when she went through all of her cancer treatments. And she's the only one that I know of that has had that. Everybody else that I know that has
A
had
feeding
like chemo and stuff, it takes them like it takes you down. It makes you so weak. You can't eat. You don't want to eat. So you lose a lot of weight. You
tube.
lose a lot of nutrition. And she did not. I
What
mean,
type of cancer?
she her body was, huh?
What type of cancer?
It was up here in her throat area, up here.
Throat cancer. Okay.
So I don't know what, because like I don't know the kinds, but that's where hers was at, was up here. So she wasn't even going to be able to eat because of where everything was going on.
Okay.
But that wasn't the reason that they put it in. They put it in so that she would be able to get nutrition throughout all of her treatment, so her body can stay well
Yeah.
as far as strength wise. And she was able to come through that, like, just
That's
it's
awesome.
mind blowing to me because of what I know that it does to you. And all I thought was, I need to tell everybody I can to ask your doctor about this, because not all doctors are going to offer it. They're just, maybe they don't even think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you're a doctor and you're seeing, say, 50 people a day, 20 people a day. Let's just say 20 people a day.
Mhm.
After a while, you kind of forget.
Was she thin? Was she thin when she got the cancer? Was she real skinny?
No, she was a little. She wasn't like chubby, but she wasn't trim.
So
Does
she
that
was
make
good.
sense?
Yeah.
She had some stuff she could shed. Let's just say that.
Well,
And she did shed it. She shed quite a bit of it. But I know that that's what helped her. It not, because when you go for those treatments, they take you out. Like they take you out. They're giving you poison into your system, so it's going to take you out. And
yeah.
that was the thing that helped sustain her body. Anyways, I just want to, anybody out there, if you're thinking about all of this stuff, factor that into a question you might ask. Can I get a feeding tube put in while I go through these treatments? Because then someone can come alongside and help you with those nutrients, and you're not completely devastated, barely taking in water, because that's all you can.
Look, I can put. Can you see Arthur on the screen
No,
in big letters?
I see Crafty Jen. Did you put him on the screen?
No, it just popped it out when I hit that little. We're getting used to this new streaming service. So in the chat within EV Mux, there's if you scroll over someone's name,
The little plus sign. You
yeah,
landed on the plus sign. Plus sign makes it bigger for you to see it.
I know, that's awesome.
But the screen doesn't see it. The audience doesn't see it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Sorry that I got off on all that, and I'm sorry, but I'm not, because somebody might need to hear that. They might be contemplating, and
yeah, it wasn't until after Dr. Lee, I went into his office one Friday. I had a doctor's appointment on the same floor, and I thought, well, I'll go by the chemo center and ask Dr. Lee about whatever it was. I don't even remember, because I was so stunned. I got to be really good friends with the receptionist, and with my chemo nurse. In fact, we're still tight, like best friends. Anyway, so I went in and I said, is Dr. Lee here? And my friend said, no. I said, okay, who's covering for him? She goes, I don't know.
He just quit?
And no, he was fired from every SCL hospital in the state of Colorado, not able to practice at that particular name brand, SCL hospitals.
So was this after you?
It was in the middle of my chemo treatments. I
That
was
he
still
prescribed?
that he, it was in the middle of my chemo treatments that he, well, because he had already prescribed. So when
Right.
they had an entire booklet, a plan. Here's a plan of action. You need to sign all these waivers. And I'm like, okay, get rid of it. Stage 4, they everything scared the heck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, maybe you need to go to the restroom, like winky dinky. And I said, oh, yeah, I do. And so we went to the ladies' room and she told me he was fired. And then, so Mike's niece was an oncology nurse in one of the other hospitals, Rose Medical Center here in the Denver area. And she hated Dr. Lee, but because she wasn't, when we asked her, you know, what about this and what about that? She even gave me a really nice chemo bag with all kinds of things that I might need for treatment, barf bags and whatever for travel and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
It was really sweet at the time. But after he got fired, but because the girl at the receptionist, she wasn't privy to why.
Right.
And so we talked to Mike's niece, and he said, or she said, I can't tell you all the details, but let's just put it this way: between patient complaints, nurses' complaints, because he was an ass. I mean, he was a big
Mm-hmm.
he treated his nurses like total turds. I mean, he was
Like
nasty. He treated them
right.
horrible. And I even noticed that. I mean, Mike didn't. Mike hated him from the get go.
Mm-hmm.
Every time Mike would ask questions about this or this or this, he'd say, "Well," he told Mike once, "You're not the patient." And I was sitting right there. I said, "Mike is my advocate. He's my husband.
Yeah.
You have to. If he asks you a question, please share."
Mm-hmm.
Just because I didn't verbalize it doesn't mean that question isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say that to someone's husband? Anyway, so yeah, so we learned that not only was he fired from the Brighton hospital, but also the one all around, all the way around. But he had his own practice that was in Thornton. I did go there once, and those people were awesome, but he was a jerk again to all of his nurses. Anyway, so that facility is still open. He is still treating patients out of his own practice, but he's not able to practice at the hospital chemo treatment centers. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it took them, I'm going to say it was like a year before they had a permanent one.
Wow.
Yep. Anyway.
That's just crazy.
It was awful. So.
Do you like back hair on men or not? Not.
Back hair. No, I'm not a back hair person. I'm not yeah.
Joanne's not either, but she likes the bushes. She likes the bushes.
She likes what?
She likes the bushes. She wants me to leave my bushes alone.
She's in there with the pedophile. We don't know if the pedophile has back hair, do we?
I think he does not. If you know your best friend is totally wrong, would you be honest? Yes.
If you know. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Definitely a yes. I will tell you, I don't have any friends that don't know that
Oh,
I will tell them the truth.
you don't have any friends? Is that the problem?
All of my friends, if they know that they're my friend, they know that there's not anything that I won't tell them.
So you have friends in
If
low places?
yeah, if they're wrong, I I might not confront them. But if they ask me, I will tell them.
Yeah. No,
But
I
I
would
will
just
be
call
honest with
them out.
them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Depends on if I'm asked or not. Sometimes.
Right. Well, yeah. If they ask you, do you think I'm wrong? And you
Right.
say, you know,
But
no.
but if you have a friend and they did something that was wrong, and you went to them and said, I think that this might not be good for you, or you might
Yeah.
have done something that might not be so great, or I'm mad at you because you did this. You're better off doing that because then you don't lose your friend. Hopefully,
Yeah. Yeah.
you,
I would
you
just.
work it out, right?
That's right. If you screwed something up, I'd call you out, Rita.
Yep,
Throw
yep. I
you.
would expect you to.
I would throw you under the bus and hit you with both wheels, girl.
She's like, coming through.
Under the bus you go.
She's like, I got 3 axles. I got one in the front and 2 in the
Yeah.
back. Okay, let's see.
What else?
Good
Who
to
else
see you
has?
today. Yes, yes, yes.
I don't like mustaches or beards either.
Oh, okay.
I don't like.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike grew a mustache.
Like, yeah, no.
Just a couple years back, and everybody's like, nah, I don't think so. I mean, people were like, oh, look at that mustache. It was a big hawkin. He had a lot of hair.
Right?
I'll have to send you pictures.
Rebecca, I'm writing you down, girl. I'm
I'm
writing you down.
leaving. Uh-oh, what's wrong?
She's going to be having surgery. So this month,
Oh, March 4th. Okay,
yes, this month is her last month on the mashups with us until she's done, I think, with her surgery.
okay.
Um, yes. And then when her surgery is done, then she can let me know if she's available or what's available, who's available, when, and what, and all that good stuff. But yes, I got you down, girl. I got you down.
How did, okay. And I see the comment by Crafty Jen. She says, depends on the topic. I refuse to bring up politics between Eric and I with her friends, or with her, because
Mm.
that's the male friend, right? How does that work that you are on different levels in politics and be best friends? Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I could do that.
Okay, hold on, because I'm not even there. Hold on, I'm gonna go back through here.
I'm
Um,
friends with a lot of people. Like I have friends at church. I have friends that come to our Christmas party. We don't do politics, talk about all that stuff when it comes to celebrations and parties. But as far as a best friend, not having the same political values that you'd have, that'd be a rough one for me.
hold on a second. Who put that?
What?
Rochelle says, I love a good beard. Okay, I'm going back up because we skipped a bunch of comments. And so
Oh,
Arthur
did
says,
it bounce?
you can answer. Well, you're at the very tip of the comments. There's still more up above. Okay, so Arthur says, if you could, what would you tell your 18-year-old self today? And while you're answering that, before you answer, Miss
Mhm.
Terry is here. Welcome in, Miss Terry. Sorry, guys. When we get to chatting, I get to forgetting and forgetting about you guys over here that are
No,
having a scroll.
we
Swamp
ask them a question and then skip by all their questions.
Swamp Picker, welcome in and good evening. Good
Swamp
evening.
picker.
A few okay, you guys are responding back and forth. Got about 7. His name is Mulford. Hey, Carla, welcome in. I don't think I said hello to Carla. Welcome in, Carla.
Yep. Little.
Where else we at? My Bush's friend doesn't have back hair, Joanne says.
I saw that.
Come to the bushes, Rita. I'll introduce you to my friends. You're funny, Joanne. Okay. Let's see. Depends on the topic. That's where you left off, and that's what you just answered, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, I am able to talk to my husband about anything. Like absolutely anything. If it's something I don't talk to him about, it's just because I don't want to talk to probably anybody about it.
No, but we were talking about, would you tell your best friend?
Depends on the topic. This one?
Yeah, but she says, I refuse to bring up politics between Eric and I. So Crafty
Oh,
Jen said her best friend is a male. Is that right, Crafty?
yes. But Joanne also said that she doesn't discuss it with her husband either, politics.
Oh,
Yep.
boy, that would really.
Yep.
He's never discussed it with me. I'm not willing to lose the best person in the
Yes.
world.
And sometimes you don't. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't know that you have that yet with that person, so
Okay,
you don't
so
want
that's
to
just
get it.
off limits. I see.
You still building the relationship. That's the way you
Yeah.
gotta look at it. See if it's, Okay, so what would you tell your 18-year-old self is the next question that we have. And if you guys want to put in another question, you can. And I'm going to put it on the screen if I could find it. Where did it go? Oh my goodness. Right here's the question. And if you have a question, let me know and I will make sure that it comes up next. All right, so here's the next question.
Okay.
My 18-year-old self. So that means I have to reflect on when I was 18?
Yep. Were you a bad girl?
Oh, what I did when I was 18 is not good.
Oh.
Make me think about when I was 18. I haven't done that in a long time. Do you have yours already?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well. I probably would have made a different choice. I would have left my first husband. I would have left my first husband and not chose the route that I took to try to just like make him shut up, which was swallow a bunch of Tylenol. Don't recommend it, y'all.
Oh,
So
no. Yeah.
that was my 18. So what would I tell my 18-year-old self?
Don't swallow a bottle of
No,
time
I wouldn't. No, because it would have had to been the situation would have had to been different.
around it.
And it would have been run when you were 16. That would have been my run when you're 16. How can you say that? Anyway, what's your response, girl?
Mine would be, so I met my first husband, the abusive alcoholic, when I was 18, just going on 19. I would say run. I get it. Don't date him, or I would tell myself back then that he's not good for you, and listen to your mother. I mean, that may be the only time. My mother also told me not to marry Mike. But because Mike's my third husband, and he was the best one.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
So what else? So who else answered in there?
Eric is my third. He's the right one.
Yeah. Third time's a charm.
Yep. Joanne says that she would tell herself to stay out of the bars.
Oh.
Good advice.
That's also good advice.
And Rochelle says, I'd tell my 18-year-old self to not use so much hairspray. My hair back then. That's funny.
I'm on that. I'm bored.
I like that.
With that. You should have seen my big old hair.
I like that.
Yeah, it was, big hair.
Yeah. Pull it a little bit more.
Rave.
Pull it a little bit more. Go to work with that big old puff right here.
Yep. And the turd roll.
The big turd roll.
You have the
call
big
it a turd roll.
Yeah, where you took your bangs, you had your bangs and you rolled them under and you sprayed them like they stuck out this far. I can't even demonstrate.
Turd roll.
Well, like, see where your bangs are pulled back? Imagine those down, they're about that long. Take that big fat curling iron, roll it in. Yep. Roll it down, and so that it hits just above your eyebrows, and then you spray the crap out of it so that it stays like this big. It looks like a turd roll. Big old turd on your forehead. Especially if you have brown hair like me.
Yes. She's like, I need the turd roll today. I need the turd roll. Going for the turd roll.
Yeah, and honestly, oh, my friend that I was friends with all through grade school and high school, she wore that turd roll until she was like in her late 30s, man. I'm like, Shannon, get a different hairdo, girl. That went out like in the
Okay,
90s.
okay. Sorry, I have to hide because I'm cracking up and I don't want to snort. But listen,
What?
uh, did you tell her that she was wearing a turd roll? Did you like tell her that's what you
Oh,
called it?
yeah.
Yeah, oh, well, she liked it then. She liked that
I'm like,
style.
grow them bangs out, girl, and quit doing the turd roll. See, I'm an honest person to a
Yes,
fault.
you are
Honest
honest
to a
person.
fault.
Yes, you are
To
honest
a
person.
fault. I really, yeah.
Miss Joanne says she was a bad girl then, so I guess she just
Oh,
saw herself just be bad, be bad. 18 for me was December of 1998.
98. Oh, well, crafty Jen.
Rochelle never did the turd roll.
I got 10 years on you.
The same 80s and 90s hairdos. Yes. And they're coming back. They are coming back.
Just don't bring the turd roll back. That just looks wrong.
I remember that, like ponytails, like tight ponytails.
Yeah,
And
and then the bangs, boink.
that
Yep.
big,
She had this beautiful long hair, like hair down to her butt almost. And then her bangs with the turd roll. She looked ridiculous.
make
But
sure you
hey,
always tell me if I look ridiculous, okay? I give you permission.
you
You'd be
sure,
like,
bro?
what did you do today, Rita? Did you do anything to improve your outlook on things?
If
That
you come,
the look that we have to look out for.
if you come on tomorrow morning,
She's gonna tell me, you come one more time with that ponytail.
you should do it tomorrow with your bangs.
Should I?
You should.
I can't get a quite a roll. I have more of like a.
We'll get Joanne cracking up first. Oh no,
Yeah,
Kathy
yeah,
Sweet.
come
Kathy, if you're still in the chat,
on.
you're going to be the first one to see Rita. You
Well,
call
that's
her out
cool.
if she comes on with that turn roll.
Yeah,
What other bad
I
hairdos? Oh my
I
gosh.
love them parachute pants, the ones with all the zippers, because those was like '90s rock.
Yeah.
That's when I was in high school. So I had one pair of parachute pants. They were the black ones with zippers all over them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I had all the tight Levi's jeans with we had to distress our own jeans back then with
Yes,
with the knees cut out and the little crease underneath your butt on the backside.
yes,
And then you had to take the little things and fray the edges.
yes, yes.
And my mom was, she was seamstress, and so was my grandma Nana. So they helped. They helped distress our jeans. My mother's like, why did I buy you these perfectly good jeans and you're gonna go to school with them all ripped up?
Yep, yep,
It got
yep.
so bad that they wouldn't let us. We had to have our mini skirts because that was when mini skirts were in too
Yes,
in the 80s. And so our skirts had to be knee length, or you had to put your arms down next to your knees, and they could not be any shorter than your arm length.
yep. I remember that being a
And
measuring.
this was a public school. I didn't go to private school. And then they also tried to get it through the school board to not be able to wear the jeans, the torn up jeans, and that
Because
could
you can see skin.
because
Because
you
you
yeah
can see skin.
yep
Oh, you want to, but you want to be a fussy pants at the same time,
I
right?
know. Look at
No,
how much
no,
does she's still
no.
really small, isn't she?
Yeah, she's gonna be more petite than Dixie.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at if she's fully grown. Obviously, what
She's
much does she weigh?
she's a year and 6 months.
Yeah, so she's full grown.
Yeah, but I did ask her when I took her to the vet the last time. I did ask her because she reminds me of our first dog, Lucky. She was more slender and more
Oh,
tall. So she's got more height and she's more slender than Dixie. She
Oh,
can jump. She launches. Dixie's like, I'm too fat. I can't get. I don't got no jump. I
get
got.
there.
I got this much jump, and Zilla's got like this much jump.
Oh
So
my gosh, yeah.
yeah. So her slenderness works for her activity.
Who was I? Oh, Flutterby. Feels like it's coming off. I bet this is
Uh,
my real Under Armour.
Joanne says in devotions we tell her that her hair looks terrible. I
Yes,
was a late bloomer. I was in my 20s when I wore hot pants.
hot
Ooh,
pants.
hot pants,
Um,
Kathy.
and Rochelle
Woo!
said she wore the leggings with the strap under them, under the foot. Well, if you're
Those were
wearing
stirrups.
those are stirrup pants. I love those.
I hated those.
I
Every time you
still
bend over, they came down your butt. Those were a bad invention.
no, they aren't.
You must not have a huge rumpicus because when I would bend over with those on, I bend over and the pants came down to rumpicus. Stirrups were a bad. You probably did not have a butt, or you didn't have much of a butt. I've had a butt my entire life.
I had a booty.
Okay,
I was voted best backside.
okay, well, I didn't get no votes like that.
Well, it was
They give me a vote in the stirrup column.
they did. They let us vote our senior year on who had the prettiest eyes and the best back side view, rear view, the best rear view. That's what it was.
Rear view.
And they didn't publish it in the rear view thing in the high school yearbook, but me and my neighbor down the street, Jason Strayer, he and I got the best rear views.
Nice.
Yep. But I should have got prettiest eyes. But Gretchen Sostrich got it.
Oh, Gretchen.
And she was a hoe.
Her name says it all.
She was a hoe.
I'm just saying. I'm just going to tell you, Gretchen, it was her name that said it all.
I know. Isn't that terrible? And then you know what? I go to the chiropractor. There's this new chiropractor that's close to our house. I go to his chiropractic service and I'm like, Sostrich? Yeah, it was her son. Her son's my chiropractor. And I'm like, oh, tell your mom I said hi.
Oh, no, she's a brown noser. Like, I'll tell your mom I said hi. She's like, I should have got that prize.
Like, yeah.
Oh, God.
Just so you know, I should have gotten the best.
Michelle says, I got you topped. I got the class clown.
Hey, at least they put that in your yearbook. They didn't put rear view. I didn't get any credit for my review. But it was
Miss Kathy.
I wore hot pants in the form of
it's because she used the word crotch.
Blouse with the snaps in the crotch. I did too, Kathy.
Not a lot of people use the word crotch anymore. It's just funny when I hear it.
Well, it is in the crotch area.
I can hear it being said.
What else are you going to call it? You don't. We told everybody to keep it clean, so just.
Well, I don't know. It's just an
rumpicus.
that Miss Kathy gave in that particular sentence.
I got to write down rumpicus.
The rumpicus.
Otherwise, I'll forget that word.
Yeah, rumpicus. I don't know if it's real or not, but I say it sometimes.
It's
in
like
the groin. Okay, but the groin's a little different. The groin, you're not going to have snaps in the groin. The crotch is the proper word. I just haven't heard nobody use the word crotch in a while. Maybe I don't get out much. There's not a lot of crotch talk where I go.
It's crotch talk.
You take in the crotch of your pants, sir. They fit you a little bit better if you just attend to the crotch. We don't have those.
Okay. Rev says, okay.
We call it
rumpicus. Is that what Snuffleupagus had a rumpicus?
He did have a rumpicus because he had a pretty good sized rumpicus and a nosicus.
Snuffleupagus.
And probably some earsicus.
A big old rumpicus.
Yep. Yep.
You learned that on Sesame Street.
Oh, hoo-ha. Okay.
Hoo-ha?
Okay, but
I've used hoo-ha, but that's not. Crotch is the right, because they still call that.
The crotch is the technical term.
Yeah.
it also describes that area of the garment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the area that you would put the snaps in. I just haven't heard it used in a while. And no, you
Oh,
cannot say, I'm going to put the snaps in the groin or the snaps on the hoo ha. It just was funny because I would have just said bodysuit. I would wear a form fitting bodysuit and I would
right.
automatically assume that it snaps
We got to come up with.
in the crotch.
I'm going to start a list of
Uh
words.
oh.
A list of words. We're going to put hoo ha, and we're going to put crotch and groin, and those are all acceptable terms, but nothing else. And
For
rumpus.
rumpicus. Okay, acceptable words for what?
that that either you or I say that make absolutely no sense, but make total sense. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Okay.
Like
Yes.
that aren't real words, but so
Okay.
I'm gonna start that. So
Okay.
we got rumpus. We're gonna put hoo ha on there too.
Poor Rochelle. Her mama made her wear zip up polyester suits.
I did wear those too because I had so many business classes, and then in my senior year I got almost like a half a day off of going to my high school to go to work in a business office. So I would wear my business suit that I was going to wear to work that day.
We're talking about a zip up polyester suit, like a jumpsuit,
No. Oh,
right?
was that for
Rochelle, you're
Michelle?
talking
Was that
about
for dancing?
my mama made me wear zip up polyester suits. I'm thinking that that's a jumpsuit, what's called a jumpsuit, right?
Hmm.
It's like one piece and you zipped it up. It was all, you were covered in all one material.
Yep.
Did you have to wear brown shoes? Kind of like Buster Brown's too? Because high
Okay.
five, girl, I had to wear a couple of those too.
Now we're into the fashion.
That was in the
Fashionista.
70s. She said yes. So, girl, you're not alone. We'd have been friends in school.
Oh,
I'd be, look what
butterfly
I'm wearing today.
clothes
I'd be
and
like, look what I'm wearing today. We'd be like, we look like fools, but there's two of us.
jeans. At least there's two of us. I
I'd be
did not.
like, your mama needs to stay away from my
Mhm.
mama, or my mama needs to stay away from your mama, because somebody's got it out for us, putting us in zip up jumpsuits. You have to take
My
the
mama
whole
never made
thing
me wear
down to pee. You got to take the whole thing down to pee. You got to
Oh, I
unzip the
remember.
whole
Yes,
thing.
I did
You
have
gotta
one of
you
those.
gotta take your arms out. You gotta roll it just right so you don't pee on it.
I
Our mamas had it out for
I
us.
do
You
remember
know,
that.
they laughed from the moment we left to school. They were like, wait till they gotta go to the bathroom and try running in them. They're
I
not as flexible as they look.
Yeah, I think I actually even wore those when I started going to the bars and when I was 21.
She's all got her little pretty little stretchy belt on her
Yeah.
waist.
Oh yeah.
She's got a
I'm all over that,
little,
girl.
little
Only
rolled up sleeve right here. Her
I'm
little
sure that was my
little pumps.
choice.
I could just see you, Cool Ranch. Like I could see you. I'd be like, we're pushing her in the bushes, Rochelle. Let's
No,
get
you
a
would
shot.
have.
If we're going to the bar, and I don't condone going to the bar, but we're
I know.
talking about back in the day. If
Back in the
I would have been out, I would have been like, okay, we didn't do a shot. We're gonna go push her in the bushes.
Mm-hmm. All the girls wanted to push me and my best friend
Yeah,
in
well, there you go, Rochelle.
because
You ready?
we were always the hottest chicks in the bar. No joke. We knew it.
She's all, we have to go to the bar over here because I know that we are the hottest chicks there.
There.
Okay,
No,
that's
I will
our
tell you what.
bar.
We had,
We did
okay,
that too. Went to school in the morning and worked at Department of
yeah.
Energy in the afternoon.
Yep, that's where I got all of my business credits and all of
We're gonna push you in the bushes with your poop, girl.
I
You
didn't
would
do the
find out
third
all
roll.
like little pokes from the bushes,
I
right?
did, I did
Your
not
curl will be intact.
I did not do the turd roll. I didn't
She's like, no,
swear.
not no turd roll.
Mm-mm. Um,
Oh
but
my
I
god.
will make a confession.
Uh-oh.
Um, well, they
This is
opened
live.
up
This
when
is
we were
live.
When we were 21, it's okay. When we were 21, me and my friend, they opened up a male strip club.
Uh-oh. She's getting risky.
Yeah.
She's like, yep.
Needless to say, we were there literally every Saturday night for a long, long time. So we went so often that we got VIP status and were rushed to the front of the line. All the other biatches were were left behind, and we got to go straight up to the front door,
That's
and
$5.
that's it. Oh, sorry. I didn't say the whole thing.
You didn't say it for real. You just said it with flair.
Let's just put it this way. All the rest of the chicks with turd rolls, they were stuck in the back, and we got to go to the front. We were the front, and even if we came late and weren't in line, we could just walk right to the front door, and they would. We even had little VIP, little cards. Seriously, that were laminated and everything.
That's a little strange. I don't know that that's so. Girl.
I'm just saying.
That too.
I didn't clean up my act until.
Hi, Lucinda. Welcome in. Cool Ranch was raunchy back in the day.
I was a little raunchy, a little risque. Let's not say raunchy. I wasn't raunchy. I was very sophisticated, and I was not a turd roll girl. So raunchy.
Rochelle, raunchy. I haven't heard that word in them forever. You need to write down raunchy.
Right?
You need to write down raunchy.
Okay, another quick story. When I woke up, my kids up really early.
I like it.
My kids up really early, and then after I wake up, then I come down, and he's so sweet. He's a wonderful husband. Has me some coffee there. Hey, Susie, dragonfly bees. Right? Did I hear him? He goes to strip clubs. Not now. When I was 21, when I was young. Okay, so this morning I wake up, girl, and my hair is like, bam, like nasty, ratted all. I don't know how I slept last night, what I did was doing in my sleep, but my hair was all up, like scary. I looked in the mirror and I thought first, oh, I should probably brush my hair before I go downstairs. And then I thought, oh no, I'm going to go downstairs and ask Mike, do you think I'm sexy? He gave me this look like,
you better calm yourself.
He goes, I think you need a brush, but other than that, yeah, you still are.
That's hilarious.
I just left my hair like that, and I come dancing. I'm all doing the jig. Not really dancing, not moving my legs, but I'm like, hey, baby, do you think I'm sexy?
That's too funny.
Anyway, we joke and laugh so much. That's the other thing.
That's awesome.
That's kept our marriage so fun. We laugh all the time.
I tell you got to make fun of yourself.
Say hi and hear Amy's
and them.
Right? Susie said no judgment here.
Yes, she did. She did.
Thanks, Susie.
Miss Joanne's quite impressed with you right now.
Amy, I'm impressed.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Your number one, and you guys answer these too.
Ooh.
Your number one guilty pleasure for snack candy. Your number one guilty pleasure for snack candy. Guys, I beautified my camera. I'm not trying to trick y'all that I look better than I do.
You got to show me where that setting is.
She's like
today.
I got it maxed. It did. That was one thing that I missed from StreamYard.
Yeah.
Their filter actually really worked really well.
It does.
But here you get reality. I got ugly skins.
Yeah.
And, some of us have it, some of us don't. But anyways, okay, what were we talking about? Enough about me. Candy.
Snacks. My favorite candy is just a plain old Hershey bar.
Really?
Plain milk chocolate Hershey bar. I used to be able to like snack on those. I have to take them out of the candy box for the kids when on Halloween.
Oh,
Mike always gets the big box with
the candy.
Hershey's chocolates and all the little mixed little minis.
Mm-hmm.
I pull them all out before we put the candy out for the kids.
Not the dark chocolate, the milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate. I don't like dark chocolate. No, no, no.
All right. What
Ooh,
is my favorite? So you said candy or snack, right? Candy, snack. The favorite, guilty pleasure.
yeah,
Well, guilty means it's bad.
bad for you.
Well, or that I shouldn't have it.
Hey, Janet, welcome in.
Uh,
Oh, chat
what-
just jumped, man.
my favorite guilty pleasure would be some kind of pastry.
Ooh, yeah, I love those Danish that you sell.
Okay, those are good, but I'm talking like fabulous. That would be like I cave for it. We just were talking about this today. When we went to New York, okay, I'm not supposed to have any.
Oh,
Like
that's right.
zero. I'm not any ever. There's not like an off cheat day. It's I eat it, I suffer for days on end.
Oh,
Yeah, I go back more steps than I go forward. Okay. So I'm not supposed to have it. When we went on our trip to New York, we went to Angelina's Bakery. I
uh-huh.
had 2 pastries that night. I took 2 pastries home back to the room.
Oh,
We never rode a subway. We from that day we rode the subway over there 4 nights in a row, so that we could have pastries all 4 nights. And
oh,
I was laying in the hotel like comatose with my
oh,
eyes swollen. I couldn't open them
oh my gosh.
to eat those. So that is my guilty thing right there.
Okay.
I will cave like I'm not supposed to every time.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to have ice cream.
You're not
Really,
supposed to have ice cream.
ice cream or just a big old glass of milk.
Okay.
I could do just a big old glass, and it has to be in a glass, not a plastic cup. It has to
Right. It's close in
taste
plastic.
different. Yeah, it tastes different.
I don't know why.
But yeah, oh yeah, I suffer, and so does Mike.
Oh, gastritis. You can put it on anything. Rumpicus, gastritis.
Rumpagus, Rumpagus Herticus.
Right? Carla says cheesecake is her guilty.
Ooh, yeah, I love cheesecake too.
Joanne is ice cream. Rochelle is cookies.
And Kathy Sweet was cookies right out of the oven.
Yes. Oh,
And
yeah. I have a cookie monster in my house.
warm cookies.
Nancy, potato candy. I have not had potato candy in forever.
I don't even
Are
know
you
what
guys
that
familiar
is.
with potato candy? Because I might be able to get that.
You should, and let all of us try some. Is it like, can you get like individual ones that you can throw in our box for free?
Well, okay, so this is the thing. If I can get it, I have to put a whole order in for it.
Oh,
It's gonna be that potato candy is gonna be a small company, not like a company that like some of the companies I buy
oh,
from, they sell like a warehouse, right? You
mhm.
like a candy warehouse. Some of them that I buy from, they're individual business that they're the only ones making the stuff. So potato candy would run in those lines of the small one, which with that
Okay.
I have to all I can order is what they make and I have to get so much of it.
Yeah.
So but if there's a lot of people that would be interested, I would like to find an order of it because then it'll sell out. You know what I mean?
Sandy Kirk says Deadwood Burning makes it.
Deb's wood burning make. Oh, interesting.
Oh, she said Deadwood's Burning. I'm like, who is Deadwood's
I did
Burning?
not. Well, if Deb's is making it, if she's selling it, girl, you need to get it from Deb.
Oh,
You need to go get it from Deb. Yes.
that's a Christmas treat, huh, Joanne? Wow, we
Right
just
out.
skipped over a bunch of people that came in.
I'm going through right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm still up at Miss Kathy right now, out of the oven with the cookies.
Okay.
And then so I'm looking. I liked the special darks. Oh, in the same bag that you're talking about, Cool Ranch.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Kyle, welcome in. He said hello to everybody.
Hey,
Welcome
Kyle.
in. Let's see. Lots of cookies.
Did you say hi to
Pie.
Janet?
That is on my top 5 desserts. Definitely pecan pie.
Oh yeah, I like that too. I
Mm-hmm.
can't make it.
But I don't crack for pecan pie. Like, I love it. I want it.
You
And
know.
I'll even try to cheat a little bit and scoop the stuff off the crust and put it on my ice cream
Mm-hmm.
and not eat the crust. But I still get contaminated. But anyway, I try to like cheat a little bit with that. But that one doesn't make me crack like them pastries.
I hear you.
Too
Say hi to
bad
Janet.
goofball again had to restart. Oh, Goofy named funds. Got it.
Skipped over Janet.
Caramel cake.
Yeah.
I just got there. I
Oh.
just got there. I told you I was still way up here.
Oh, I was scrolling.
Chocolate milk. That's yours. Chocolate
Oh,
milk.
Carla, really?
Any kind, any time. Yeah, so Deb's wood burning makes potato candy. You need Sandy Kirk. You are girl. She's the dude that just popped his head out the bushes, y'all. That's Miss Sandy.
Sandy Kirk is.
Popped her head out and says, Deb makes potato candy. Pop back inside. Girl, hello.
I
Welcome
know.
in.
Can you
You
jump
and
in
your
and say
slippery
hi
banana peel.
first?
Yeah. Joanne says
Slippery
she's making
girl.
it with her mom at Christmas.
Mhm.
So it's like potato works as like, I don't know how to explain it. I just know that the potato is the thing that is sweet. This gets sweetened and it gets turned into like, I think, a paste, and then
Mhm.
it gets formed into a candy. I don't know how the process works. My
Joanne,
grandma used to make it, but I was never around to see her make it.
send me the recipe, Joanne.
You got to prepay for it? Is that what you're saying? That's wise. That's wise. That way you don't get stuck with stuff that you made and
Mm-hmm.
nobody wants it because you can't eat it all.
Yeah.
That used to happen when I make tortillas. I get people, the ones that would get me is if you ordered 5 dozen and you cancel on me, you ain't never
Oh,
calling me
it's
to make
got
tortilla
peanut
order with
butter.
me again. Huh?
It's got peanut butter, confectioner sugar, and a baked potato.
Nice.
So good, made into a roll and then sliced.
See, I've never had that. I've only had the white like
I'm
chunk.
gonna look it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look it up. Okay.
Um,
I haven't had a snort yet today.
Black Forest cake
You
for
guys
Carla.
haven't made me snort yet.
Nope, not yet. You guys got to get something real funny. Behind the doors on Laugh In. Okay, got you. We would make it at Christmas and put red, or green food coloring. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's see. We can prepay you, then you know how much to order. True. True, true, true. Use leftover mashed potato. That's a good idea. That's probably what was done if you had made too many one night. All right. Do you guys have another question? Or do you want to do a funny saying? Or do you got something special you want to jabber about a minute?
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
No,
How about
I'm
this
doing
one?
a lot of talking.
1 baked potato,
I
2
think
baked
I've revealed
potato.
enough.
Flan, Susie says, flan and pralines and cream ice cream. Oh, I'm with you with that pralines and cream ice cream.
Oh, me
Flan,
too.
I'm not a custardy person, so I don't always opt for that. I don't know why. It's a texture
Yeah,
thing.
pudding. I'm not a big pudding or, yeah.
Sandy Kirk says it's a baked potato, a bag of powdered sugar.
One baked
You
potato.
better not leave us hanging with just that, because there's folks that'll try it. They'll be like, Miss Sandy said, I got my baked potato and my whole bag of flour, and this is gross.
What do you call a reluctant potato? The hesitator.
Look at her crack up. She cracks me up the way she cracks up. I love it. A hesitator.
Oh.
Rochelle, she had that one in. Sandy Kirk, I know that there's more ingredients than just powdered sugar and a potato. She's messing with y'all. Don't do it yet.
So since Rita is the hostess, I am what kind of tater? I would be the commentator.
A commentator. That's a good one.
I was trying to set up that joke backwards, but I saw that once. It's on one of the little YouTube shows I watch. Her name is Mandy in the Making.
Okay.
If you have not seen her show, she does great recipes. Y'all, delicious. That's what I made tonight. I made that cilantro lime chicken. It's got butter, onions, garlic, and oh my gosh, it's just delicious. But her husband, every once in a while, he reads the comments in the chat after they go for a live or do one of their shows. And he picks a couple of comments from the chat, and he comes on and he's got this t-shirt with a big old baked potato on it, and it says he's the commentator because he's
oh my gosh,
commenting
commentating.
from the chat.
White potato pie starts the same way. Okay. Sandy says Maxwell comes in hard. Throw your peanut butter in and roll it like a nut roll. I get the later part of that, but I don't know what you're gonna do with Maxwell. And
Who's Maxwell?
Maxwell comes in hard.
Throw your peanut butter in and roll
You're
it
okay,
like
Miss Sandy. I'm trying to see if I can decipher it before you tell me what it's supposed to say.
well,
Because
maybe Maxwell is.
I don't know what Maxwell has to do with anything unless you're making this potato candy in Area 51.
Or
then
Maxwell.
Your instructions make a little more sense.
Maybe she's got Maxwell House coffee.
I'm just teasing her, trying to be witty with her. Okay. Here's a question for you, and yes. I don't know why that did that. Why did that go blue? Did you see?
And it's just Sandy says my auto to text sucks. Sorry, guys, it wasn't Maxwell.
Mix well, Arthur got it.
Thank you, Arthur.
Okay, let's try this again. Mix well, comes in hard. Throw your peanut butter in and roll it like a nut roll.
Okay, I see that.
Okay.
I'm kind of getting that. Okay. And then you slice it. Is that right? So it comes in little slices?
Like little round slices.
Like slicing a banana? Arthur got it. Mix well. Yeah, right, Sandy?
He's like, I got this Sandinese down. I got this Sandinese down. There's a special way to decipher the Sandinese. And Arthur knows how. So, we have translation. That's awesome. It makes better sense now. Thank you. Yes, I think so too. So you don't need to add coffee. No. There's no involved. Well.
That makes better sense now.
I told you someone would go do it just as you said.
Maxwell.
I'm teasing Rochelle. Okay, here we go. This one is called Left in the Lurch. Have you ever been left in the lurch by a brother or sister when it came time to do housework or yard work? If so, tell about it.
Me? No, I don't think so.
Me? Yeah. They'd always go run off, say they have to go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah. That wasn't a very good question.
Wasn't. Okay, let's try a different one.
That doesn't.
No coffee involved. No coffee involved.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm feeling grumpy.
All right. What about, do you think celebrities are more or less likely to pull strings to get out of jail than the average people?
Well, of course, yes.
So, pull strings, was it? Use your own or someone else's influence to get what you want. The origin is this idiom comes from a puppeteer who pulls the strings of his puppets or marionettes to make them move or talk.
Are you looking at me, Rita?
No.
Pulling strings.
Sending you a picture of it. What am I going to do with a picture of it? The picture's not instructive. Is the picture instructive? I don't need a picture.
I don't need a picture. Need a recipe.
I'm teasing Sandy. You send me a picture.
Well, go to YouTube and find a YouTube video on it. I'm sure there's one out there. Do I have to tell you everything?
Joanne says nope, because she don't have a brother or sister. Yep, they would always leave when it was time to do the pots.
We got to put you through the hooked on phonics, Rita, because I'm always having to change your phonics, your phonetic, show you how to pronounce stuff.
What am I mispronouncing?
No, I mean on the first things first.
Pots.
What
You
was the
mean all
other?
the names? Are you talking about? I will never get all the names right. Is it the names?
Yeah, but there was one thing. What was it on Thursday?
Oh yeah, sometimes the words get me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even know what they mean. Like what does that one mean? I should be looking them up, but we
You
don't
just
got that much
go,
time.
okay, Google, blah blah blah. How do you
No, my
pronounce
Google,
this?
I don't mess with Google. I already told Google stop listening to me.
I know Mike doesn't like it either.
Because sometimes it comes on, I'm like, we weren't even asking for you. Why are you listening? I said, Google, why are you listening? I didn't ask you anything. Oh, sometimes I think you say you need help, or it came up with some lame thing. I was like, no, 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 that's a lie. I said, Google, you're a liar.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Okay.
Okay,
Um,
so Joanne said no because I don't have a brother or a sister.
right?
Aw.
Okay, I will check it, Miss Sandy. I will check it. Not right now, later. Okay, I'm not that avidly, technically, proficient.
It's like
Okay,
a jelly roll. Thank you, Carla. That makes
Joanna says it
perfect
talks back
sense.
to you.
Yeah.
No, yeah, if you ask it a question, it will answer your questions. Yes. You have to pose it in a question. If you just say, you know what, Google, you suck, it won't do nothing. But if you say, hey, Google, do you know that you suck?
It
That Google will
won't.
go off
It didn't go off.
because that don't recognize my voice. That's for your voice.
No, because it comes on when you're reading in the morning sometimes.
It's not supposed to. You're supposed to only recognize your voice.
Maybe I sound too much like you.
No,
No.
no, because your phone didn't go off. Did your
Okay.
phone go off just now? Did your Google go off just now? So
No.
it didn't recognize my voice.
Did you say it again?
Hey, Google.
How can
You suck, Google. Mine all went off too. What did it say? She's like, my Google don't work no more.
No, it worked. It worked. It said how can I help you? It did. See? So it
Okay.
recognizes your voice. And when Savannah was here, she was using my little Google screen thing. Or, we have one of the little, I don't know, look, it's got a little screen.
Mine is still trying to be nosy in there.
When she was looking at jewelry and things like that she was
Mm-hmm.
sorting for me, she would Google it and she would get some answers.
Hey, Miss Sandy, I can if you tell me how.
What?
'Cause where is it at? If it went to my messenger, did you send it to me? Because I don't see it in my email. If it went to my messenger, it would have went on my phone. I don't have my phone in here.
See, Carla says her tablets, Google woke up and said, how can I help you? See? Then Google says, I don't comprehend that.
Yeah, yes, they do weird things like that. Mine do it too. Oh, I thought you wanted to hear your favorite playlist. Oh, so now you're thinking for me? Now
Yeah.
you're thinking for me? You need to knock it off or I'll take your plug out of the wall.
Sandy,
Hey,
are you
Bella.
friends on Facebook? Yeah, Sandy, send it to me. I can show it. Rita's not all that smart.
No, I don't like the distractions of the phone at all. And so
Oh,
then when I go live, I don't like to have my phone right here because I ain't
hey,
tending to it.
Ella,
Yep.
Ella,
Good to
Ella.
see you, girl. If you have a question, drop it in the chat and we will do our best to answer it or we'll give you our opinion or whatever. What time is it? 7:21.
Sandy,
Oh,
send it to me.
how long are you allowed to be on for?
I don't know. What is your.
I'm just teasing. I probably go to bed before you. Our phones are all going off. Ah, I see.
Yep.
You're supposed to be voice recognition because that's why it's not supposed to make reminders for you if it doesn't recognize your voice.
Yeah, we have Alexa too. Crafty
Mm-hmm.
Jet. Mike doesn't like it, and if he's gonna be playing with his little pew pews, he unplugs it from the wall.
Yep. Yep.
Anytime he's having conversations with Josh about that, because you know,
Yep.
they play with them all the time. I always tell him, "Is Josh over here to play with his toys in your sandbox, Mike?"
Yep. Yep.
Because you know
You
they
know why all your guys' phones went off? Because you listen to me and your devices know me. So that's why.
you think so?
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out
No,
there. I'm just trying to creep you out a little bit.
you're
It's
just
food for
yeah.
thought, though. Think about it.
It really is. Mike,
Why did
yeah,
they
Mike
all work?
thinks that they're listening to us all the
Mm,
time. Okay.
just saying. Okay, so do you guys got any more
Any
questions?
questions?
I'm not getting the phone.
Go get the phone, girl.
Oh my
Send
gosh. Okay, I'll
it
go
to
get
me,
the phone.
Sandy.
Hold on.
I got you on
I'm gonna,
mine.
I'm gonna get a snack.
You having a snack attack?
Oh, I'm sitting here and I want something.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, and they're at your beck and call right there. I gotta go upstairs if I want a snack. That's not fair. Oh no, I have some Cool Ranch Doritos down here.
Trying to keep it from me. Do you want a snack? What do you want? You pick something and I'll have what you have. I know what I want. Let's see if you can pick up on that. I'm not going to tell you any clues. I'm just going to tell you you pick something in there for me.
All right, girl.
No ooh. I'm telling you to go in the
Ooh,
room and you pick something for me. Don't tell me. Don't overthink it. Just bring me something. Did you send me the link? Okay, hold on. That's not what we want. It's on Facebook, right?
Carla says she wants cheesecake.
Cheesecake. I can't do cheesecakes. I thought it was slick one day, and I did an
Oh,
order of cheesecake, and they have to stay refrigerated the whole entire time. So there's no way I can ship that.
yeah. And Jedit says I got my gummy spiders, Rita. Yeah.
Nice. That's the last of those, sir. I hope you love them. Okay,
Nice.
where are we at? I gotta go to. Okay, where'd you send it? In the messenger?
Let's see.
Send a photo. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me see if I can make it big. Why you got Reese's and Snickers by it, huh?
Oh, that almost looks like those little tortilla snacks that I make, where you put cream cheese and jalapenos um
No.
and pimentos. What else do you put in? Oh, black olives. Have you ever made those little cheese snacks?
Like pinwheels?
The pinwheels, yes.
Okay, yes. Yes.
But you
See,
can't
now I have it here. I
or
want to
maybe
start
the
checking
corn.
things on it. That's why I don't bring it around.
How did your tacos turn out, by
Yeah,
the way?
babe, I'll take a whatchamacallit. Huh?
How did your
Yes. That's what I want. See, should go with your first thought. Um, they came out really good. So I took pork and diced it up, fried it, toasted it, then threw some green chili in it and let that fry with it, and then that was the filling for the tacos. Came out good.
That's what I was gonna get you.
Oh, whatchamacallit, y'all?
whatchamacallit?
Whatchamacallit?
I don't have those.
Post office said tomorrow. Nice.
What was I gonna say? I don't know. I guess I shouldn't have said it.
She says, I have so many Cool Ranch Doritos in my book, I don't know which one to pick. What do you mean by that?
In her book, maybe it's box. Do you have a whole box full?
Of what?
I want creme brulee.
Mmm.
Now that's good. That's good stuff. I mean, I'm not a flan person or a pudding person, but
Mhm.
creme brulee and that crunchy sugar on the top is like, heaven.
Eric likes all that.
Heaven.
Creme
Yeah.
brulee, the flan, custard. You know what he does with his
I don't
custard?
do it.
Takes the custard. There's this restaurant that we go to. It's like 70s. It reminds me of the 70s. This little plastic green bowl, that very pale green bowl.
Uh-huh.
And it's got a little square of custard in it.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to take the half and half and like make a little pond around it and eat it. Anybody else do that?
No, but Mike uses my heavy whipping cream on his cereal.
Mm-mm.
He has that as dessert when we don't have anything to like dessert. If there are no cookies in the house, yeah, he'll put
That makes sense, though.
a bowl of Life cereal, and then he'll put heavy whipping cream on top. It's just too thick.
Yeah, it's too thick, but that makes sense.
Gets trapped in all the little squares. It's like graham crackers and milk, I suppose.
Arthur says he likes the Whorehound drops.
A what?
The Whorehound drops. You know the hard Whorehounds that I have?
That sounds like a nasty word. I don't know.
Maybe they were trying to be back then. Who knows?
Maybe.
Let's see. No, what I haven't had in years.
Drop your Whorehound.
Heavenly hash. Is that one of those mixtures of things? And then it's got like sweet stuff on it.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. You have Arthur's Whorehound still highlighted.
Oh, do I? Hide. Sorry. Newbie mistake. Yes, that picture that I showed you was what Deb's wood burning makes. Yes. Sorry, I didn't say that.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, that's gross. That's just gross. It's beyond weird. It's just gross, Rochelle.
Grape and mayonnaise sandwiches. Ooh.
Nope. No good.
Gosh, what was it?
You need a hubby like that, Sandy Kirk?
I used to have.
I don't know which one you are. I don't know either. You're in a good group right now because I don't know either.
Which one you are?
Hey, Amethyst, welcome in. Cherry, coconut cherries, and whipped cream. I think that's Heavenly Hash. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had that.
That does sound good. Are they the maraschino cherries? I love maraschino cherries. Yeah, I keep losing my train of thought.
Marshmallow, pecans, and quality chocolate. Oh, okay.
My chat doesn't move unless I hit that arrow.
Okay, so yours stays stuck. Mine just goes.
No,
it just jumped just now, like a lot.
That's why I had to open YouTube because I couldn't see it.
I think the cherry coconut one sounds more like a divinity. Interesting.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, if you're from different areas will make things a little bit different too. Definitely. Yep.
Really? Different things come from different areas?
So you're funny.
That's a revelation.
Well, you know, like if you go like for us, we didn't realize it was so much a difference. Like Thai food. So like we have a family. If they're from a certain region, their Thai has a different flavor flair than say someone from that region. So it makes sense about the thingy.
It's just things are different from here to there. I thought you were meaning like they use the same ingredients. It looks identical, and somebody on the East Coast calls it this, and somebody on the West Coast calls it that. Okay. Marshmallow pecans and quality chocolate. Okay. I'm going to go back to YouTube. I can't. It's not moving for me, Rita. I don't like that. It's not going to work for me. So, horns are the best for bad coughs.
I think she meant the hounds. The
horehounds.
I'm thinking, yes, I'm thinking.
Whorehounds.
Okay. I'm trying to, so mine just moves. Mine just moves. When I go scroll up to hold a comment, it stays there till I re-scroll back down again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Watch. Now all we need is a trifle. Now those are good.
Okay, so what's a truffle and a trifle? What's the difference between a truffle and a trifle?
Oh, a trifle is that you use that big dish that is big round, and it's tall.
All the layers.
Tall glass dish, and it's got a little stand, and you layer the whipping cream with the whatever type of cake, along with whatever type of fruits or sauces, and then you go do another cake layer, another marshmallow, and it's really pretty. It's all different colors, and then you dip down in it, and you get a scoop of all of what's in there on your plate. So it's like a deconstructed cake.
All I know is they're very beautiful in those glass dishes.
I know, they're gorgeous.
So I want one of those when we come to visit too.
I don't have a trifle dish. I could put it in a regular bowl. Sorry, girl.
Do you have a cake, covered cake?
No, it doesn't go in there.
Okay, wait a minute.
Not
Does your covered cake have a pedestal on the bottom?
Yeah.
Do you know if you flip that over, it becomes a base, and you flip the top over, it becomes a bowl?
No.
Try it and see if yours will work.
Some of them work. Won't it?
Huh?
It'll all seep out.
Okay, one more time.
Draw a picture. Get a picture.
Oh, goodness. I am not a drawer. Okay. You know the cake plates that have the base like... Okay, so your cake plate has a base like this. Does your cake plate have a base like this?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And then you can have like a lid that looks like a dome, right?
It is. Yep.
And does it have a little knob right there?
Yes.
Okay. So now what you're going to do with those two pieces is you're going to flip that over. And then you're going to put the top in there. And that becomes your bowl.
I got you now, but what if it's not open on the bottom?
Then it wouldn't work.
Right.
It would have to be...
I'll look at it though. Thank you for demonstrating it.
It's if you've gotten one that's like more, I don't know, like early 2000s maybe, they started making them that way. And you can actually...
I'll check that out.
You can actually, so the base, this is the base this way, you flip the base over, and then you flip the lid over inside and it becomes a bowl.
I'm gaining weight just by listening, Amethyst. And Carla says, Amethyst, my blood sugar is spiking without food.
Oh, no.
No, we're just talking about it. They're saying their glucose levels are through the roof, just talking about all this.
Oh, no, don't talk about food no more. Don't talk about food no more.
If it works like that, Rita, I'll make a trifle.
I can bring a bowl. I'll bring you one.
No, I got plenty of bowls. Trust me. I mean, that are glass. But I just want it to be pretty on a stand, so I'll try that with the flip flop thing.
Well, that's one way to do it where you don't have to buy nothing.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have to go out and get a bowl just because. You know what I mean?
No. I'm not getting a bowl just for you.
Hey, if it comes down to it, I'll even run to the store and get the little put-together plastic parfait thingies. You can use those, right?
Here.
Yeah, see, that's pretty.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That would it be.
Okay, and a truffle is just a chocolate.
And I could actually do that with a gluten-free cake.
Mm-hmm.
So that it would be gluten-free, as long as you can have the dairy, because I like real whipped cream. I do not do Cool Whip.
Same.
That is not whipped cream.
No wet fruit on the cake.
No wet fruit?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like the syrupy stuff?
No.
Oh.
You do chocolate or something.
Okay, like a layer of chocolate. Strawberries.
Think turtle. Think turtle. Can you do something like that?
Yeah, pecans, caramel, chocolate, and gluten-free cake. All right.
Karaoke time at Deb's. Alrighty, go get your singing on, girl. Go get
Go
your
eat it.
singing on. Go sing some tunes.
Okay, now I need that and ice cream. You don't need ice cream because look at all the whipped cream in there, mister.
Yep, that looks really. I
Even
mean,
do
like
that.
I would eat that, but I don't like all the syrupy stuff soaking into my cake.
Yeah, see, these are all fresh fruits.
Yes, fresh
These
fruits
are
are
made
good.
just with
Mhm,
fresh fruits.
mhm. What a good idea, right? Just saying. Hey, you can even make something like that be more healthy, guys. Especially if you do make
Totally.
your own whipped cream, because you don't
Mhm.
have to put sugar. You can put a sweetener in it,
I'm putting sugar. I
because it
put
doesn't use sugar to tighten it. It tightens by the whipping. And so whether you use sugar
true
or you use a sweetener, you could convert it to where you can still enjoy it and it not affect
with
you.
a sweetener. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, cuz for a long time, yes, you have a good night, Sandy. For a long time I was making even my own frosting, and I would take my sweetener. So if you use monk fruit or stevia or a combination, whatever you're using, um, I would take my sweetener. I would take tapioca
Hmm.
powder and my heavy whipping cream and my butter, and I would make like a buttercream out of that. And it always came out very nice. And you didn't have the powdered sugar, you didn't have all that, but you still had a nice fluffy because of the tapioca powder. So it comes out, that looks beautiful. That's it.
That's it. I put in turtle trifle. This
See?
is the turtle they used cheesecake, but I don't have to use cheesecake. I can still use the gluten-free cake in there, or a gluten-free chocolate cookie with the chocolate syrup and caramel and pecans. Yeah, I'm getting hungry, you guys.
That's
I'm making
funny.
myself hungry.
That's funny. I have emergency snack kit, Three Musketeers, Twinkies, and chocolate chip cookies. Well, eat the Twinkies last because they last the longest.
They do, right? They
Yeah,
last the
you can make
longest.
them the way you
I'm
want.
not a Twinkie. I'm not a fan of Twinkies.
Right? Yes, you can make them however you want. That's why you like them. Nice.
Okay, I have
Trifle
a
is a
question.
good idea.
I love that, right?
Yeah. You have to think about that because you know what? If you bought just a cake and you bought the whipped cream and you bought the fruit and you put them all out, it's like, but when you layer them like that, you just took it like you made it just fancy.
Over the top. You know
Yeah.
what sounds really good? I'm going to try and write this out. Let's see.
Okay.
So, golden Oreo cookies, not the chocolate ones, the ones that are made with the butter, with
The
the
vanilla.
vanilla. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, golden Oreo cookies, and my brain just, I lost it. Oh,
Yes. Yes.
let
I
me
think
think of
that
this.
would be
Okay.
great. Hmm.
Then bananas.
Nope.
No bananas?
For you, try it. Try it so you can tell everybody what it's like. Because
Golden
it's a
Oreo,
good combination.
golden Oreo cookies, bananas, the whipped cream, and pecans and caramel.
Oh, there you go. You got yourself a funky monkey, huh?
Kind of, yeah, right?
So,
Okay.
lady fingers are used for your tiramisu, and that would be an amazing one layered like that too. That's a
Oh, yeah.
layered one. Mhm.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yes.
I've only made it once. I made it once. I special ordered the lady fingers gluten free.
Oh, did you?
I went and bought a little tiny. It looked like a little alky walking into this little liquor store. Can I just get a little bottle of rum?
Yeah.
So I went and got the little. Didn't only use like half of that bottle, but little bottle of rum because you
One
got to
shot,
cook it the way it's supposed to be made, or you don't get the experience.
one shot for you, one shot for the tiramisu.
We kept that other rum in there for a long time. I finally threw it away, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, I made it once. It came out fabulous, but I had to special order those lady fingers because that is not a common gluten free item.
Oh, I can't imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, that is like a specialty item. But I did find them. I believe they're made by Schaefer. Schaffer. I think it's a German company.
Oh,
Yeah.
and they make them gluten free.
Yeah. I had to order them. I don't know if they have them in the store now because this was over 5 years ago when I made it. But I was able to order them. So I just ordered them because I knew I wanted to make it. So, but yeah. Ice cream cake, you know what we do is we get the gluten-free Oreo cookies and we'll crush them up and makes the crust. And then you get your ice cream and spread it and then throw it in the freezer and let it harden and eat it. It's fabulous.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're making so much stuff gluten-free now. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. And gluten-free is not healthy. Come on. If just because you say it's gluten-free doesn't mean it's healthy. You can have a bunch of junk
No, it
too.
doesn't have to be healthy, but yeah, there's lots of people that are gluten intolerant.
Yeah.
And I mean, like when I make my pork green chili, you know, if I want to thicken it up, I don't use flour. I use cornstarch. You know? So, because Josh, Savannah's dad, you know, Mike's business partner, he's gluten-free. I mean, he really is like to the letter. He cannot have flour of any sort. In fact, he was saying that some syrups, like pancake syrups, are not gluten-free because they use some flour in the process of thickening up the syrup.
When it's not real honey, it's real honey, but they dilute it down to make it go farther so they can charge more for it.
Yeah.
So they can make more money off of it.
Money, yes.
Yes. So, yes. Hello, Lynn. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Good to see you.
Amen to cornstarch.
See, now I do use a gluten-free flour, and gluten-free flour, if he can't have it, he's probably avoiding the rice and everything as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some, because you can get gluten-free rice, right?
Rice is gluten-free, but it's technically okay. So this is how gluten works.
Depends on how to tumble it, right? You have to.
No. So it has its own type of gluten. So rice has it.
Okay.
Corn has it. Everybody says corn's gluten-free. It's the gluten that's not in wheat, but it has its own form of gluten. So that's why some people still struggle. That's why some people still struggle because they're still consuming corn because they can't have the flour, so they convert to corn. And then they're still struggling because there is a gluten in corn. And if you have like autoimmune, where your system's just like flagging gluten, it's going to flag the corn gluten because your body can't tell the difference. It just says gluten,
Right.
because it's all jacked up.
Yeah.
So if he's able to have that, then he's still able to have certain kinds of gluten. It's just wheat gluten's real bad.
Yeah. He has terrible reactions to that.
Yep. Oats have a gluten. Oats have gluten too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Anybody else have a question? Can he do keto? I don't know. I'll have to ask Josh. He might have tried that, but yeah, he's in fantastic shape as far as physically.
Hey, Nana Tink, welcome in. We're just chatting it up.
What's up?
Just chatting it up tonight.
Yes, it's just a chit chat. We're talking rumpagus.
Rumpagus. Bring up my word there. Rumpagus. Yes. Almost like Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh.
That's what you reminded me of.
I'd like Snuffleupagus rumpagus.
Yes. So we let everybody ask us some questions. We let everybody do all that kind of stuff tonight. Shared a few little silly things.
Made everybody hungry with all of our sweet treats and guilty pleasures.
Yes.
Ooh, favorite book and movie.
Favorite book and movie. Favorite book and movie. I'm a little impartial to my book because that's pretty much the only one I read. I'm not a big avid reader.
No.
But
we all had to read like in high school and stuff. Is there anything?
Not I, said the fly.
You were a bad girl, huh?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't like doing book reports either because I didn't like getting up in front of the class. So I was like, I'm not going to do it because if I do it, I have to read it. So if I don't do it, You can't
We
make me
didn't
read something I
read
didn't
ours.
do. So I didn't like reading then.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Flour, keto, sugar.
I like reading now, but I only read things that I'm interested in for the moment, and then the moment's over, and so is the reading. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So I read out of necessity, I guess. So I don't
except
have
in the mornings when you read to all of us.
well, because I love my Bible. It's my favorite book. As I said, I'm partial. I don't have another
Okay.
book that I could say.
Favorite movie?
My favorite movie. I don't know. What's my favorite movie, babe? I don't think I have one. Passion of the Christ, only because of the message. But I don't really have a favorite movie.
Yeah.
Wait. I do like a little gore. I like Resident Evil. That's probably the one that I could watch multiple
I
times.
don't know if I've ever seen that one.
Yeah.
But I love my favorite book. I read a lot of romance novels, so Danielle Steele is one of my favorite romance writers. I have a lot of her books. Haven't read her in a while, but my favorite book that I really enjoyed that's widely known is Of Mice and Men.
Okay.
I loved that book. And my favorite movie, Steel Magnolias. I love anything that has Dolly Parton in it. I love Dolly Parton. I
Okay.
have, I'm kind of a fanatic actually. I've even got autographed books. I have her children's book, The Coat of Many Colors. She did into
Nice.
narrated into a kid's book.
Mm-hmm.
Still brand new in the sleeve in the original bag with Dolly's signature. I have her first book that came out. I met her in person. I've been to her concerts, a lot of them.
Well,
I'm kind of a fanatic. I can say this.
aw.
The older that she got and the more popular that she got, and this is not, I'm not being trying to be mean to everybody or anybody in particular, but the drag queens that try to dress up like her, that go to her concerts, it was just weird for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't just her good old country music anymore. I went to her concert with my dad. I think I may have mentioned this in our last live or whatever, but that was the last thing I ever did with my dad before he passed away. And we
Oh.
were and we weren't sure that he was even going to be, but he took money out of his retirement savings to buy he and I tickets to go see the Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers concert because we loved both.
Then,
We shared that love of country music, and so I was 16, and he had just turned, I was turning 16, or no,
Mhm.
I was turning 15. That's what it was. I was turning 15, and then his brain tumor got, and to be progressive and the chemo really is what killed him anyway. It wasn't his brain tumor, but that was the last thing we got to do, just he and I together. And I sat in the stands just in total awe because it was the first concert I'd ever been to, and the tickets were like $40 a piece, which
Mhm.
that was a lot of money in 1988 or
Mhm. Mhm.
1986. And yeah, it was 1986 that we went,
Yeah.
and then he died that July. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good memory, though.
it's a great memory, and I think of it fondly. So anything with Dolly Parton. Sorry to take
Okay.
the wind out of everybody's sails, but yeah, I love anything with Dolly Parton, and yeah, Steel Magnolias was my favorite with her in it.
Nice.
It certainly wasn't Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. that was I did watch it, and I did like 9 to 5, but I'm not a big fan of what's her name? Oh, I can't think of her name.
I'm trying to think of the cast of 9 to 5. I can't remember it.
It's the one that Jane Fonda.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan of her acting.
Yeah, she's just okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I loved Dolly in that movie. She was cute as a button.
Miss Joanne says her favorite book is The Cat in the Hat.
Is that for real, Joanne?
She doesn't know what her favorite movie is.
Aw.
I'm glad you said that because I was like, what is my favorite movie? Like, I don't.
Favorite song of hers is Jolene. Yeah.
Jolene. Nancy says hers is the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you didn't like Get Up in Front of the Class either. Yeah, that was like. Nana Tink says the Bible and Titanic on her
The 9 to
favorite.
5 was on TV today. How funny, Ellen. Hi, Ellen.
Hey, Ellen. Rochelle says Bible is my favorite and E.T. favorite movie.
Oh, I do like E.T. Yeah, I do
Mm-hmm.
like that one too.
I really don't like Shrek. You want to know why I don't like Shrek? I don't like that they did what they did to all the kids as cartoonies because cartoons are for kids.
Oh,
They turned it so innuendo-y, the whole thing.
the
It's
whole
like
thing.
I don't want my kids hearing innuendos. I don't want them watching that. So
Yeah,
that to me that was just like
not a kids movie.
it's
Shrek
not.
is definitely not a kids
It's
movie.
definitely not. But they put it in front of the kids, and I don't like that. So
Yeah.
no, I'm not a Shrek fan. Cupid's Angel, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Good evening. Good
How
evening.
did I miss Cupid's Angel? Hi.
I bet that was a great concert, Miss Joanne said.
It was
How
amazing. It was
moving
in the round. So they had this big round stage,
song.
the band in the middle, and the big round stage all lit up. It was like, and so they were able to fill the entire. At that time, it was the basketball stadium for the Denver
Yeah.
Nuggets. It was McNichols Arena, and yeah, so they were moving around the stage, so go into all sides of. So there wasn't a bad seat in the house, really.
Nice. Okay, this one, Howl's Moving
Cute.
Castle for movie. I've never heard of that one. And Book of Palms, or you mean Psalms? Book of Palms, or you mean Psalms? And then Tink says, wonderful memory. There's Ellen. Finally, I got to you, girl. Warm, not cold ones, but warm ones.
Rochelle, no, I have not been to Dollywood. I would love to do that. It is on my bucket list.
Right?
Yeah. But I would probably need to rent a wheelchair when I got there. Because I
Woman
don't
with a long face.
think I could walk through there.
Okay, let's see.
Tomlin.
Princess Bride and Breakfast Club.
Jane Fonda, Tomlin. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, let's see. Have you been to Dollywood? Oh, you already answered that. Okay, I'm catching up.
That's okay.
I got it. Book of Psalms. Did it come out right on my phone? Gotcha, girl. I didn't want to assume that it was Psalms. I thought it was.
Palms. Yeah.
Yes.
You got to see her at your state fair. I bet that would have been a very much more intimate setting. But yeah, standing face to face with her, having her sign my book, she's just as real as possibly could be.
Yeah.
My mom's over there chitty chatting with her. I couldn't say a word. I literally froze. I could not say a word. And then when we had to move along, because there was a big old line, we were literally the first people in line that day at the bookstore. And even though I had already bought her book, you had to buy again. You had to buy her book at that bookstore in order to get your ticket to get it signed. Anyway, I got out of the room, out of the bookstore with my signed books, and I had not said a word to her. I couldn't speak. I was totally like the cat on my tongue. I froze. And I get outside and Mom's all excited and, oh, wasn't she nice? And I just started bawling. I literally started crying there in front of the store because I didn't say anything.
Right.
Look, I'm gonna tear up.
They have scooters you can rent. She's telling Miss Nancy, if you go to my page, you can see a short where Eric was riding one of those scooters.
Oh, yeah.
In the park. They have
That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. He did it.
Yeah.
He got to see everything. He got it. He was able to see everything because he was already done for the day. He wasn't going to be able to do it.
Who?
Eric. Eric.
Oh, today?
For the Ark. No, not today. When we went to the Ark.
Amethyst, I was starstruck.
But,
Oh, you rented that at the Ark?
yeah, he was riding that at the
I
Ark.
didn't know that's where you were.
That's why we don't do a lot of like walking things. He like we got this. It's got to have like a trolley. He needs a scooter. It's just
Oh my
that
God.
suits him. So if he wants to be able to see the whole thing, they had him there, and I told him just get one. He goes, you can get one too. I said, I'm good. You can just get it so that we can walk.
How much do they
And
charge you for that stuff? Oh my
it
gosh.
was like $30, I think, something like $30. But you have it the whole time that you're there, however long you want to stay.
Yeah.
It's for the day. But I mean,
Oh,
we
that's
weren't like
cool.
milking the trip because we still had to drive down the hill to meet Lucy.
Yeah, Nancy, I saw that too. She said, I saw the short after he wrecked the scooter. It was so funny. Well, I saw the short too. That's why, but it didn't connect that that's where you guys were at.
Yes. Yes. Well, we went through the petting zoo that was there.
Oh, that's probably what I saw then, huh?
So, yeah, you were seeing the animals in the background because there was a petting zoo there.
Oh, okay. You went to Noah's Ark and you went to, and they had a petting zoo.
Yes. So they had what did they have there? They had a giraffe, they had a camel.
There wasn't two of each?
No,
Two by
you're
two.
a funny girl. No, but they had like a small petting zoo. They had some like almost boarish looking pigs with the snout that comes up like this.
Oh, yeah.
So you can see their teeth. They had some of those. It just was a small one, couple ostriches, things like that.
Those are called hogs.
Probably hogs.
Echoing.
Okay.
Do you hear an echo?
Every once in a while I'll hear one, but I don't know. I only have this one open, so
Yeah, I don't have my. Maybe it's just I have my volume up too loud.
Mhm. Yeah. If you can't walk, you get the scooter, and then you can just enjoy the whole thing. I will tell you, I did consider it. If we go to do something like that again, I'll be like, I'm gonna take me a scooter too, because
You wish you had
you
one.
can cover a lot of ground in a scooter. That's like when we go out of town, we'll usually get like when you stay places where they have the bicycles where you can rent it from here, and then you drop it off, get another one. We'll do that too, because it's cheaper than getting an Uber. It's cheaper than paying for parking. Like when we went to Tennessee, you had to pay for parking everywhere. There wasn't a lot of parking in Nashville where we stayed. So we just got on the bicycle and went and cruised around looking, because you can't look in the car. You have to go with the flow of traffic.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, we did that too. That's fun. Renting the bikes, the electric bikes, and you don't get tired because they're electric.
Oh, they're electric?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought echo's gonna make me crazy.
Do you have two devices on?
No. Screen. I don't have YouTube open on my screen either. I'll close everything out.
Just so you know, I don't even have YouTube open anymore. When I went to go find Sandy's picture, I lost my YouTube. Yeah, you interrupted me, Sandy. Oh yeah, she's not here. She's singing.
Can you hear the echo from Rita too? Oh, now it's gone. I don't hear it now.
Okay, Nana Tink, you have a good night's rest.
That was weird. Yeah, good night. Sweet dreams.
All right, so did anybody have anything else they would like to ask? Because I think we have like chitty-chatted it up enough. Nobody dropped any tips tonight.
It's after 9. Oh, I'm sure Mike wants to go to sleep. Oh.
Yeah, so we'll get going. All right, guys, we're going to let you go then. Let me get this over here so I don't.
I've started my list of names, things that we're going to keep track of.
Good night.
Good night. Rita says good night. Everybody on YouTube says good night. Can't hear you.
Uh-oh. All right. We're going to say good night, guys.
Okay.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes,
we'll see you next Sunday. We'll hang out with you next Sunday. We'll see you throughout the week. So check out our channels, and we'll see y'all later.
Yes, come on over on Tuesday, or come on to Rita's live in the morning and have some coffee with us. It's fun.
There you go.
Okay.
You can do that too. You're all welcome. Alrighty, guys. You have a good night. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye. Take care.